Greetings, everyone. From the dank basement, this is your wicked Uncle Squinty Paul Shellbetter with another nasal snuff review. First of all, I want to start with a little bit of an apology to my viewers. I realize that my videos are not the most professionally done, nor the most visually interesting thing you're going to see on YouTube. Don't have anybody to help me do the editing. I really know nothing about making videos. I was a radio guy for a number of years, and that's really my medium. So if it's visually boring, sorry about that, but I hope I can give you some really good information. This is part of my July flood of snuff reviews. I'm making up for lost time because I was gone for a while. Today, we are reviewing Molens de Kruling's Pompadour. Pompadour is described as being a Virginia tobacco-based snuff, and they use leaf tobacco. It doesn't say anything about stems, so Virginia leaf tobacco that is flavored with clove, bergamot, and just a hint of lemon. Now, I like the scent of clove, but unfortunately, I've only had two other clove snuffs with which to compare this one. The first one, McChrystal's Clove, which is a very sharp, hard, metallic clove. It's enjoyable. I like it, but it tends to singe my nose a little bit, and that's all I can smell for like the next 2 hours after I use it. Also, it has kind of a metallic edge. I don't know if that comes from the tin or if that's the actual scent. And I only give that like a 3.5 out of 5. I really can't give it higher than that because the clove is just too damn sharp. The other one is the Delakia, Manjol snuff, which is kind of a clove mint. They soften the clove with mint and other flavorings, and it's very, very pleasant, but there's almost not enough clove in that one. So let's see what we have here. I'm going to talk a little bit about the de Kruling's box, because a lot of people don't like these. And the reason they don't like them is because the snuff has a tendency to go stale in them very quickly if you don't rewrap them in plastic or something. Now, fortunately, I've stored this one for 6 months in a Ziploc bag and then put it in a Tupperware container, kept it in a cool, dry place. So even after 6 months, it's still in pretty good shape. One nice advantage of these boxes, I'm going to show that to you again. I want to try to... Can you see that? That's the box. One of the nice things is this little flip-up lid can actually be used as a snuff spoon. So what you do, flip the box upside down, ta-da! Hold the spoon level, tip it like this, and take your bump. Now that's an okay way to do the snuff, but this is really a snuff that benefits from a little exposure to the air and a little warming. So I'm going to make my boxcar. Do you know what a boxcar is? Okay, if you know what this is, just bear with me, because there are beginners who are watching this. You take your thumb. This is my thumb. See my thumb? Gee, I'm dumb. There it is. There's my thumbkin. Where is thumbkin? You curl your index finger around it like so, and that gives you a nice little tray with a backstop so you don't lose any snuff, and that's how I'm going to take this. I'm going to tap it out. This is a medium grind. It's a little bit finer in grind than some of the other Molens I've tried. It's also a little drier, not from being stored in the tap box. It's also just a little bit drier. Much easier to sniff than a couple of their other snuffs. Okay, the clove is there. It's very present. That's the first thing you scent in this is the clove, but it's not a hard clove. It's a very warm, comfortable clove. It is fabulous. It's not sharp at all. It doesn't sting. So far, I'm not getting any bergamot whatsoever. This is described as being a Virginia leaf base scented with clove, bergamot, and a little bit of lemon. And I'm really not sensing the bergamot at all. But there is something citrusy there. It's kind of lurking in the background. I know from trying this before and letting it develop a little bit in my nose that the longer it stays in the nose, the clove stays there. But it steps aside a little bit and lets that good Virginia tobacco come through. Have you ever opened a fresh pack of cigarettes and just held it up to your nose and smelled the tobacco in the cigarette pack? Because to me, that's what the tobacco smells like. And it's sort of sneaking out from behind the clove and saying, "Hi, I'm here." This is a wonderful snuff and a really wonderful snuff company. For those of you who don't know, the de Crawlings mills, and there are two of them, date back to 1777 and I think 1802, respectively. And they are still milling their snuffs with wind. Talk about green energy. Fantastic. The guy that runs the place is named Jaap Bess. And Jaap is a regular contributor to Snuff House, interacts with people. I understand that he's got a whole crew of volunteers, all of whom are learning to become windmillers and snuff blenders in return for donating their labor. It's very much a family or cooperative sort of business. And if for no other reason, I love to give them my support. Now, if this snuff has a drawback, it's the back drip. It's the back drip is a little bitter, and it's fairly copious. It doesn't drain forward at all. There's no forward drip to speak of. Everything that happens at the back of the nasal passages. And on one or two sniffs, it's not too bad, but if you were using a lot of this, that back drip could become fairly unpleasant. That being said, I'm still giving this a 5 out of 5 on the Squiddy scale because it's fantastic. Pompadour from Molens de Crawlings. This 12.5 gram container was purchased from Mr. Snuff. They're not terribly expensive. This is right around the $4.5 range, I think. I'd have to go back and check. But it's a good value and a really, really good snuff. Think great dessert snuff. Think great holiday snuff. If you're looking for a clove that doesn't burn you, and by the same token does not smell like clove cigarettes, but kind of does, this is a great, great snuff for you. Virginia tobacco, clove, bergamot, lemon, Pompadour from Molens de Crawlings, 5 out of 5. From the dank basement, this is your wicked Uncle Squinty, perhaps visually uninteresting, but trying my damnedest. Thanks for watching.